Come off the road and that.
You're on your oath as a constable today under common law, sir?
Listen, I need to speak to you.
I'm asking you, are you on your oath? You're under oath, you're under... I need to go and get this matter, sir. They need to come to the corner.
I'm here to speak to you about the matter. Okay?
You're obstructing me in a duty of care to my family.
Listen, there's security inside me, explain this.
No, I don't care. I'm protecting myself here.
Okay, at the moment, as far as we're concerned, you're obstructing the missing person inquiry. The CID are wanting to come and speak to you here.
I'm sure how am I obstructing?
With regards to that.
How am I obstructing?
You know the whereabouts of a high-risk missing child.
That's unfounded.
Right. Well,
as from now on, I remain the right to remain silent. I have no more comments to say. Am I being detained and arrested? Have I committed a crime, harm, loss, or injury?
To stay and speak with CID.
I don't wish to. I want to go to court. Am I being arrested or detained? Have I committed a crime?
If you're refusing to stay here, you will be detained for obstruction. You're obstructing a missing person inquiry with regards to high-risk missing person.
You're obstructing me if you go into a court to try and get a case resolved so I can get this matter stopped right now in its tracks.
I said we're dealing with high-risk missing person.
How's that high risk? Who made it? Who reported it?
Social work of high-risk concerns regarding this child, and there's a child protection.
So, what's the matter? She's not got to say. That's the mother. She's not reported the child missing, so the social work has no jurisdiction.
That's why we're asking to stay here till CID can come and speak to you in order to...
No, but we're trying to get you're right. See if you can do this, it saves anything.
Mate, I'm trying to get to a court.
Listen, Robert, the court's not open until 10 o'clock, okay? Listen, the court will be open all day. We're asking for a bit of be reasonable here, okay?
I've been reasonable. I've had nothing but grief yesterday.
I know that, we're trying to be reasonable, Robert, okay?
We spoke to you earlier and we both appreciate that. However, we've just had instruction on the radio to ask if you will remain here now for CID to come and speak to you.
Can you also now request an inspector to come here?
I can request that.
I need that right now for my protection, because if there's any carry on here, I'm going to phone the police and get assistance for against you because you're acting unlawful right now.
I've just got a point there, I'll ask for an inspector.
Right, an inspector to be here.
Robert, we're acting reasonably, alright?
Mate, I'm not done, there's no harm to the child, and I'm not...
It's because, Robert, see because of the court order. Robert.
Stay here, don't have them following you about.
There's no a crown seal on it.
It's just been signed, there's
I'm not going to speak
it's alright.
What's on the court.
Are you listening? As a common law advocate, I'm advising you, no comment for any reason, no questions. And that goes for you. You've got a right to remain silent, there that is from now.
Listen, Dave, you're okay? Listen, Dave, see what I said, it would be okay?
Right.
Can you...
How can I help you, sir?
How you doing?
How you doing?
What's your name?
My name is Robert, no
Robert,
title, I'm not what's your hand, sir. Right. I'm trying to get to a court, sir, to try and get this matter resolved, to get this order overturned, sir.
Alright, okay, I'm Peter Crombie, I'm a detective sergeant at Paisley.
No problem, sir.
Alright, are you Stephanie?
Stephanie?
Sorry?
She's not required to, I'm a common law advocate, so I'm required her not to make any comment on any of them, and that's alright, sir.
Okay, alright, no problem.
I'm not being awkward, sir, I'm protecting my family.
Right, okay.
I've committed no crime, and I'm asked the constables here if I've committed a crime, am I being arrested for any kind of crime?
That's why we're here. We're here to make sure that we're keeping people safe, right?
Right.
In particular, the safety of an 8-year-old boy, alright?
Right. My concerns is with the social worker, sir.
Right, okay.
Can I enlighten you in something, sir? Are you aware that a police officer, a social worker and a headmistress took a child to a room yesterday and videoed it without the mother's consent in Grife High? Is it Grife? No, Grife, was it? Bridgeware Primary. You're aware of that, sir?
Right, no, I'm not aware of that.
Well, there's a bigger picture here, sir, and the social workers have made a serious allegation, sir. It's unfounded, and I want to get to the court to get this in front of a judge to get it resolved, sir, because there's a good possibility when he hears the full picture, this order's going to be cancelled with immediate effect without delay, sir.
Right, well, obviously, we'll need to let the professionals deal with that and obviously assess that information. Do you understand that? But see, our immediate concern at the moment is for this 8-year-old boy, right? We just want to make sure this wee boy's safe.
No, what you want to do is take that wee boy into care for it, and that's what you want to do, and it's not going to happen till I get this matter resolved.
See if you listen to me, right?
Right.
What I'm telling you is, right, our main concern is for this 8-year-old boy, right? We want to make sure this wee boy's safe, right? Because my understanding at the moment is, we don't know where this wee boy is. Is that right?
I'm saying no comment, sir.
Right, well, as far as I'm concerned, you've been obstructive.
I've not been obstructive, sir. Right. I'm not obliged to answer any questions, sir. I've committed no crime. Right. Have I committed harm, loss or injury, sir?
I don't know. Well,
on a presumption, any presumption you officers make today, are you on oath as a police constable today, sir?
Am I what, sorry?
Are you on your oath today under common law as a police constable?
Of course I am.
Right, to protect and serve?
Yeah, you hit the nail right in the head there.
Right.
To protect, right, and serve, right. That's why we're here. We're looking to protect this wee boy. We're looking to make sure this wee boy's safe.
See what you're saying, sir? You're making a presumption that I'm rebutting. There's no harm, loss or injury caused to that child. There's nothing been done to that jail, sir, and I explained to the two police constables, sir.
We need to make that decision.
Right, well,
okay,
that's
we need to make that decision as police officers, right?
Well, excuse me, sir.
We're duty bound to
sir,
carry out an investigation here.
You've just contradicted yourself. You've just now called yourself a police officer, sir. I'm not a sovereign, sir. I'm not a sovereign, sir. I'm a common law advocate. I'm not arguing.
Right, okay, about
you're either one or the other, sir.
Listen, I'm a police officer, okay?
Okay, right. So you've now changed the status.
Part of my duties are to protect,
okay,
and
sir.
keep people safe.
Right, that's okay.
Including this wee boy, right? And that's our job today, that's what we're doing. Okay? Right, as far as I'm concerned, you're obstructing us.
I'm not obstructing, I've cooperated with everybody that's came to the houses and let them in. I've not obstructed nothing, sir.
Well, okay, if you're cooperating, you tell me where this wee boy is.
I've not got any knowledge where that wee boy is, sir.
You don't have any knowledge of that, right? Okay, do you have any knowledge where this wee boy is? No?
But we know he's safe, we don't know where he is, but we know he's safe.
Well, where is he safe? Tell me where he is.
I'm not going to answer it. I'm not obliged to, unless you're arresting me, sir. Unless you're arresting me, sir, and preventing the course of justice for me to go to court to address this issue, sir, because if I can get to this court, sir, this order's a good possibility to be removed, because I don't know what's going on here, sir. I'm beginning to think there's a paedophile ring going on here with social workers and police officers, sir, because everything seems to be, you're going out your way to target a wee boy. The social workers, I'm a respite carer, sir. I've been deemed fit to look after that child. The child was here at the weekend, I returned him home. All of a sudden, there's a referral. An allegation being made, sir, unfounded with no evidence. And until I go to court, I need to see the judge to see if there's evidence being produced. If there's evidence being produced, sir, you will get the child without an issue. But I want to protect my child for the social worker, sir.
Right, well, obviously, see, to facilitate that, what I would ask you to do is cooperate with us. Right.
I've let you in the property. We've not obstructed anybody from coming.
Right, okay.
You're making a presumption I'm obstructing. No, I'm not obstructing them, sorry.
I'm not making any presumption. What I'm asking you to do is to cooperate with the police today, right? The main concern, I think, for everybody, and the priority here is this wee boy. Would you agree with that? Would you agree with that?
There's nothing wrong with the wee boy, sir.
Well, I don't know that. I don't know, and none of my colleagues know that. That's why we're here, right? We're trying to find out the circumstances of how this wee boy.
So what you're actually saying is because an allegation was unfounded without evidence. Have you seen any evidence, sir, any allegation to substantiate the claim, proof of claim, document and verify, sir?
I don't know the full circumstances, sir.
Well, you're making an assumption, sir. You're not making any assumption. You're not letting me go to court. I'm not going anywhere apart from court, sir. I'm not hard to find.
Listen,
you can come ways.
See, to be honest, you're under the concern here. The concern that we've got is for the wee boy that's 8 years of age, right? That's what I'm trying to say now. See, if you're telling me that the care and welfare of this wee boy is your priority, what I'm asking you to do today is cooperate with me and my colleagues here, okay? Cooperate with us today. Let us know that this wee boy is safe. That's all we want to do here.
I've told you, sir, but I know what you're up to, sir. I'm not going to contract with you, sir.
Listen, right, I'm not here, I'm not lying to you, right? I'm not trying to be awkward in any way, right? My main concern is for this wee boy, right? I want to know this wee boy is safe this morning, right? My colleagues, that is our priority here this morning, is to keep this wee boy safe, right? That is our job, right? We're duty bound as police officers to carry out an investigation, carry out an inquiry with our partner agencies, right? That's what I'm asking you here this morning. Cooperate with me and my colleagues here. Let us know that this wee boy is safe.
We just did, sir. Verbally, we'll let you know.
Right,
I've told the two constables that came to see me this morning that I accept responsibility and full liability for any harm coming to that child, and I put it on record, sir. And I'm not going to do that if the child's at risk, sir. My concern is, you're listening to one side of the story. A police officer, a school teacher, took a child out of a classroom with a police officer and a social worker and videoed a child without the mother's consent in a private room, sir. So that's unlawful because the child is a vulnerable child and needed the mother's consent, sir.
I'm not going to get into an argument with you about the actions of other police officers, whether I know that were unlawful, okay? What I'm asking you today is, right, you're telling me this wee boy's safe, that you have no concerns for him, is that correct?
That's correct.
Right, okay. See, for us to verify that and to make sure that this wee boy's safe, what I would ask you to do is cooperate with me and my colleagues here, okay? Tell us where this wee boy is, okay? Let us see the wee boy physically.
And you're going to take him, sir?
Listen to me. There are procedures that we've got to follow, okay? What I'm asking you today is to cooperate with us. Let us see this wee boy and make sure he's safe, okay? Now, if you're telling me you have this wee boy's care and welfare at heart here and that he's your priority, please act in his best interest.
We are acting, we're protecting him, sir.
Well, please,
sir, as a man, a flesh and blood man, under common law, I'm protecting my flesh and blood, sir. He's not a person. He's nothing but person or anything else to do with that.
I'm not getting into an argument about
that. Do you consent?
Right.
She's removing her consent.
Right. I'm asking you here right, to cooperate with us and tell us that this wee boy's safe. Show us where he is, right? Let us make that decision. Let us make a determination and say, right, okay, we're happy with his safety, that he's in a place of safety at the moment, right? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking you to cooperate here with us.
Sir, I know with the court order standing there, sir. You're just standing there saying that you're going to take that child if you get to.
Do you have a solicitor? Do you have a lawyer?
I don't use them, sir. They're corrupt. They're part of the system. They're an officer of the court, sir, and cannot be trusted. Their first oath is to the Crown. The second oath is to the court, and they'll never do nothing to upset the court procedure, sir, because that's what they do. And when people go into a court before they get into court, they come out and say there's a deal made. That's because the fiscal and all that has done the deal behind closed doors, and that's how the lawyers can, or solicitors as you call them.
See this morning, right? What we're trying to do this morning is to try and make sure the safety of this wee boy is in place, right? And that's paramount to our inquiry this morning, right? Right. I need to know that myself, right? I need to know that personally.
We'll see. You can see all you like after the court. He's getting into the court here this morning to defend us. I
need to get in there before 10 o'clock, sir. You're not even giving me the chance to try and get this returned, get it sorted, get it resolved, because if I get this resolved, sir, there'll be no order. So where's
this here this morning at Paisley Sheriff?
I need to get in and lodge the papers in the court, sir. I've got the papers here. That's where I'm going. That's where I was going. I'm not just going away just to drive about. I'm on my way. You can follow me to the court, sir, and get this done.
What I'm asking you to do is cooperate with us this morning, right? See, you're saying you're going to court. That's fine, right? I'm quite prepared to let you go to court, right? I've not got any issues with that. But what I would ask you to do is, see, even yourself. Is that your father?
That's my father.
Right. Even the two yous, take us to show us where the wee boy is. Make sure he's safe, right? You go to the court and deal what you need to deal with.
They need to come to the court with me because she's going to go into court. She's going to rebut this presumption.
Well, what I would ask you to do is, right, see if you're telling me that this wee boy's safe, right, take us to where he is, show us that he's safe, right, I'll be satisfied with that, right.
She's withdrew, hold on.
A chief inspector last night, he accepted it.
A chief inspector last night?
It was not chief inspector, inspector. English inspector.
And what was that in relation to, was this after the incident yesterday?
No, that was well in the incident, because I requested an inspector. I've also asked for an inspector to be here again, because you're obstructing me.
I've passed that request on for your information.
That's okay. You know, I'm not being awkward, constable. Listen, can we have a wee bit of leeway here? Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. Right, let me go to court and then we'll resolve the matter when we come out, because there's a possibility there's not going to be an order.
Is this your flat in here?
No, it's upstairs.
Right, can we go upstairs and speak to you up here?
No, I'm staying here to protect myself in public domain, sir.
Well, listen, right, that's fine.
That's my right, sir.
Right, so
I'm asking you to let me try and resolve this matter. If I get this order returned, sir, and rebutted, that's it resolved.
I think the aim for the two is both parties here is to try and get this.
Well, the only way I'm going to get this resolved with immediate effect, sir, is go in front of a judge.
Well, I think there's got to be a bit of come and go here, right, with us and the other services.
Sir, we're not trying to run away, we're not trying to hide.
We're trying to run away. Listen,
Robert, phone up the court and ask to speak to a judge.
You're not going to listen. You're not going to be able to phone the court and speak to a judge over the phone, right? It doesn't work like that, right? Now, see, in relation to that, what is it you're trying to get to the court here this morning?
Paperwork.
Right, but what, in relation to what?
To the case.
To rebut? What is it you're rebutting?
The allegation, and I want to see proof of claim. I want to know what would based on the order for this order. This is an allegation. It was a referral. It's an allegation unfounded. If there were any evidence that it was something untoward, there would have been charges brought against me for anything or my family, and that's no harm. So that tells me it's an allegation, and I want to rebut this allegation. And all I'm asking for you, out of courtesy, is follow me to the court, and we'll resolve the matter when we come out of court. I need to get this in first thing, or I'm not going to get it to go to a hearing.
Right, see, to be honest, right, see that there, that's not our priority, right? Our priority is the safety of this wee boy, right? Now,
you're trying to seek justice, and you're provoking justice. We're not letting him lodge these papers and that.
I'm not standing in MD's way.
Can I go to the court, please?
Any court. But I need you to remain with me, right?
Well, you stay here, right?
I need you to remain with me.
But she's part of the proceedings.
But listen, it doesn't take the two of you to go to court, right?
She has to speak to the judge as well, because you're
her and I'll stay here.
Can he stay with you?
No, I've got to speak. I've got to speak to you.
See, right? See if you know on. You're listening. You don't consent, you don't open your mouth, and you remain silent. It doesn't matter what they ask you, even the time of day. I'm advising you as a common law advocate, right? They don't like that. I'm not interested. I'm interested, right? You stay here with her.
That's fine.
Right, you lodge that in the court. I'll stay here with her.
I'm also going to put you on notice if there's any unlawful acts. I'm going to come after you on proof of claim of affidavit under full commercial liability on a charge of perjury.